Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Bree, and welcome back to my fridge. And on today's menu, I'm gonna show y'all how to make peach cobbler. Now I'm not gonna do too much talking. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop right into it. So since we're making a peach cobbler, it only makes sense to talk about peaches. So can you use fresh, frozen, or canned? The answer is yes. It doesn't matter. I'm using frozen peaches because that's what I just like to use. That's what I had available, but you use whatever you want. Now, if you are gonna use canned or frozen, just be sure to drain your peaches, and you maybe even use like a cornstarch slurry because they tend to have more moisture than fresh. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start by making a peach sauce for our peach cobbler. So the night before, I took about 5 peaches. I went ahead and peeled them, and I have them soaking in brandy. Yes, all this brandy, all these peaches, they're gonna get nice and flavorful. You don't have to do this, but if you want a little, little pop, little tang to it, soak them. So we're not gonna dump this all in. We don't need nobody being tipsy. We're gonna scoop these out. So yeah, just adding in the peaches, because this is a lot of brandy, so I don't want all this in there. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start adding our flavors. So in here, I got about 4 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar. I got 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, and 1 teaspoon of allspice. So all that is in this bowl, and we're just gonna add it right over the peaches. All right, here I got about a couple of cloves. I'm just gonna add those right in there. And then I'm also gonna add about a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. All right, so now we're gonna add some fresh lemon juice. I keep saying juice. We're gonna add some fresh lemon zest and lemon juice. So I'm just rolling this on the cutting board just to get the juices flowing. Before we cut it, I'm gonna zest it first, so it's easier. Right over this pan. So citrus and fruit, they just go well together, so can't really have too much. All right, so we're gonna put this to the side. Bring back our cutting board. We're gonna take a knife and we're gonna cut this thing in half. Put that back over there. Bring this back over here. Turn this lemon upside down. And that's about all you need. All right. Got about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Just gonna add that right in there. And lastly, some fresh thyme and rosemary. Yes. So look at this. So this is gonna be our peach sauce for our peach cobbler. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this on the stove. We're gonna heat it up, let this reduce, thicken, all that, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice, y'all. So let's go ahead and go. I decided to add a splash of that brandy that I had the peaches soaking in, because why not? All right, starting to sizzle. So we just want to kind of mix everything up, let everything get familiar in the pan. Ooh, smelling pretty good. Smelling like a peach cobbler. Okay, as you guys can see, the peach is in the sauce. They have thickened. So now I'm just gonna take my spoon and I'm just gonna mash them like this, y'all. Just gonna mash them peaches. And remember, this is a sauce. I got actual fresh sliced peaches that I'm gonna toss this in. So you just want to do this basically until your peaches is kind of smashed and make a nice sauce. I'm just simply pushing these peaches through the sieve. So I'm gonna keep doing that until all the peaches is done. Alright, so after mashing the peaches and everything, this is what you pretty much get. So we're gonna put this to the side, let it cool, and then we're gonna toss our fresh peaches in this. Okay, so peach cobbler. So we did the peaches, we did the filling and everything. So now we're gonna talk about our crust. So the three most popular types is like more like a biscuit topping. So you would do like the biscuit dough method. You can just kind of drop them on top. And then you have like a traditional pie crust and you can layer that on. Some even like to do a double crust where you do a top and a bottom. So that's up to you. And then finally a streusel topping. So like flour, sugar, butter, and spices. You make like a crumble and you just put it on top. Now there is a fourth option where some will do kind of like a pancake batter and they'll put it in the pan and put the peaches over that, or they'll put the peaches down first, then the pancake batter. Honestly, whatever you want to do, it'll work. Me, I'm probably going to do more of a biscuit topping. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So in this bowl, I'm going to start by adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Then I have 2 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of buttermilk powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and about a half teaspoon of sea salt. Alright, then we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna whisk this together. Get any lumps you may see. Alright, so now that this is all together, we're gonna put this aside and we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. Alright, so this is 1 whole egg. And then we're gonna add about a 1/4 cup of melted butter. Give that a good whisk. Alright, and now we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of whole milk. Just gonna add that all in there, like so. Now we're going to combine the two. So we're going to add our wet ingredients to the dry. Just going to kind of fold it in there. Alright, so now we're going to start building the cobbler. Alright, so these are some fresh peaches that I cut and peeled earlier, and I just have them sitting to the side. So now what we're going to do is that peach sauce we made earlier, we're going to add it right to the peaches. Just like that. And we're going to add a little bit of vanilla extract to that. And now we're gonna give these a toss. Alright, so our peaches are done. So now I got a baking dish that I went ahead and greased with butter. So we're gonna take it and we're just gonna dump our peaches right on in there. Alright, so those are our peaches. So now we're gonna add in our biscuit topping. Just take some spoons and kind of scoop it out. And then once you've done that, optional, but you can add like some cinnamon or sugar or whatever on top. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. Yeah, sugar. And you just kind of... Alright, so now we're gonna put this in the oven. I had it preheating to 375, and yeah, we just gotta kind of watch it, see what it do. What it do, boo?
Oh, that look good. That look good.
She should have said and stuff.